Hello, Hungary! Thank you so much for inviting me to your event. It's a pleasure to be here. I am going to share my screen and share the topic I'm going to present today, which is ZINOGene. I hope you are as excited as I am. How many of you know one person, one individual taking ZINOGene? Maybe it's yourself. How many knows 5 people taking ZINOGene? What about 10 or 50 people taking ZINOGene? I think ZINOGene is going to be huge. We are just at the starting point of our product. We just launched it, but I think after my talk today, you will understand its value. This is a picture of me and my dad. If you look closely, you will see that we have the coolest caps on the planet, the Pedersens, limited edition, only 5 copies. This picture was taken after we did our first 10K together. I was so proud that day, crossing the finish line with my father. He turned 60 years old last year, and you can define him then as a grown-up man. What I really need is for him to stick around for as long as possible so that he can do the things he values for himself, but also do things for me, be in my life. I want him to have a healthy aging and so that he are happy, full of joy, and can do things like running, cycling, and so on. We live in a society where we have an aging population. The number of people over 60 years was in 2019 around 1 billion. However, by 2050, the number will be doubled. 2.1 billion people are estimated to be above 60 years of age. Older people today are not healthier than their parents or grandparents. And you should, or one might think that they were, because we have new medicine, new technology, and so on. But the fact is that we are not a healthier older population. Health in older age is not random. So if you are healthy, if you experience a healthy aging, you have done something right, something good for yourself in the previous year. Age is in fact the #1 factor behind all chronic diseases. So when we know that we are living in a society where we have a growing aging population, and also that age is the major risk factor to chronic diseases that takes most life, I think it's a good idea that we start to identify reasons, ways for us to modulate, to change, to influence the aging process. The World Health Organization defines healthy aging as the process of developing and maintaining functional ability that enables well-being in older age. For me, it's about creating the opportunities that enable people to do what they value. My father running a 10K, so on. Healthy aging is dependent on is dependent on many factors. But the nutrition and lifestyle are the 2 most important factors. The reason why we developed ZINOGene is because we want a tool for optimizing the healthy aging process. So when do we stop growing up and start to grow older? That is a very good question. And I have had so many discussions with my family, friends, colleagues about age. When are one old? When are we elderly? I'm 31 years. Am I old? Well, we go through different phases in life. When we age, our organs and cells change. For example, fertility rate decreases, we know that peak bone mass, or our bones, are the most healthy in our 20s when we reach a certain point called peak bone mass. After that time, slowly by slowly, our bones get a little bit more weakened by every year. So being 31 years, I have started to decline when it comes to peak bone mass. It's harsh, but it's the truth. There are, of course, nutrition and lifestyle, physical activity are extremely important when we talk about the aging process, and socioeconomic factors also play a key role here, indirectly influencing the other factors. But if we dig a little bit deeper, we know that the most important drivers for aging and age-related diseases are cellular senescence and an unregulated inflammation. What is really cellular senescence? We talk a lot about inflammation in ZINZINO and how we can cope with low-grade inflammation, but I wanted to focus my talk today on cellular senescence. Senescence means, or is from the Latin word senex, which means to grow old. This is not something new. In fact, in the 1960s, there was the first findings in the laboratory where they discovered some cells that really didn't go through apoptosis, natural cell death. They kept on being alive, but not function. The last couple of years, maybe 5 years, this has become a very, very hot topic. And now it seems like cellular senescence is on every scientist's lips. Cellular senescence is a stress or damage reaction to a cell, and it's reached through a combination of factors. When we get older, the accumulation of senescent cells increases, and both in general, but also at certain sites within our body. Here you see a picture of a senescent cell, and what you see is that this senescent cell is releasing chemicals, SASPs. You can think of a senescent cell as a zombie cell. They are hiding around within our body, not dying, and we don't really want them there because they take up precious resources from other cells. These SASPs, they can trigger inflammation. And if we go a little bit deeper into the mechanism, I am not digging too much into it, but a little bit I have to. Cellular senescence or senescence is not all bad. We have to remember that. For example, it's involved in wound healing, tumor suppression, normal development, and so on. So we want some senescent cells, but when we are getting older, the magnitude of senescent cells, it increases. So we accumulate more and more senescent cells. And you remember that I said that aging in itself was the #1 factor for all chronic diseases. Well, here we have a typical lose-lose situation because aging or chronic inflammation or chronic diseases is linked to aging, and aging increases, or when you age, you have an accumulated number of senescent cells. So a typical lose-lose situation. There are numbers of factors involved in cellular senescence, for example, inflammation, DNA damage, and so on, all influence cellular senescence. What I hope you remember by now is that when we age, we accumulate more and more senescent cells, and these are dependent, or the rate of the accumulation is dependent on nutrition and lifestyle. In addition to nutrition and lifestyle, recent years, the scientists have really paid attention to what is known as senolytics. And senolytics are described as a class of molecules that are either natural or synthetic, that can selectively eliminate and deplete senescent cells. ZINOGene is a natural senolytic. In fact, it's an all-natural senolytic where we have the formulation consisting of active ingredients from nature and active excipients from nature. So all natural, both the active components and the inactive components. This kind of makes us pioneers again, because you know the work we have been doing with all natural and updating our product line, our products with all natural formulations. Now we are also front runners within senolytics. We have, I would say that we have maybe the most promising, potent senolytic product out there. We have managed to incorporate very many different active components. And on top of that, we have made it all natural, which is what the consumers want these days. ZINOGene optimizes the cellular environment, and it supports DNA synthesis, cell division, and protects from oxidative stress. Here you see all of the different components in ZINOGene. I will go a little bit more into details, but doesn't it look great? So many colors, so many different ingredients. Okay, so ZINOGene is a senolytic supplement. We have made our own proprietary blend of senolytic active ingredients. We have hydrocurc and bioperin. We have quercetin from 3 different sources, or 2 different sources, but 3 ingredients, so trees and onions. And we have fisetin from 2 sources, trees and strawberries. The hydrocurc and bioperin in combination, they enhance the bioavailability and also make sure that the serum concentration of the curcuminoids, which we are interested in, is the highest possible. Quercetin and fisetin are both polyphenols belonging to the flavonoid family, and we have made a broad spectrum approach of these compounds because we didn't include only one. So we didn't only include quercetin, we didn't only just include fisetin, we included 5 different sources to the blend of quercetin and fisetin. You see this slide here in the left top corner. At the top of the first glass, you will see curcumin extract. This is standard curcumin extract. The next glass, you see water and hydrocurc. Hydrocurc mixes with water, which is why this is the market's most bioavailable curcumin extract out there. When we compare the serum concentration of curcuminoids of hydrocurc compared to ordinary extracts, you see that the concentration is superior. On top of that, we have included bioperin, which also studies have found enhances serum concentration of hydrocurc even more. And curcumin is directly involved in cellular senescence, removal of senescent cells. Okay, so out with the old, but we have also in our senolytic compound made sure to stimulate something new. You know that, or maybe you don't, but fucoidins is derived from brown algae. It's the slimy film that you see when these algae wash up at sea. And this slimy film, these fucoidins that are derived from the brown algae, they are described as the magical ingredient of the world. It's improving various health markers. Researchers, product developers have really paid attention to fucoidins the last couple of years, but this is not a new ingredient. It has been used in Asian medicines for thousands of years. In addition to being the magic ingredient of the world in general, we included this ingredient in our formulation because it stimulates stem cell release. It is also anti-inflammatory, and anti-inflammation is a key when it comes to healthy aging. We also included vitamin C and zinc, which are derived, of course, from natural sources. Vitamin C from acerola berry, you know, this fantastic berry. Both of them, they are supporting cell division and DNA synthesis. In addition, they are strong antioxidants, neutralizing or helping to reduce the oxidative stress in our body. And we know that oxidative stress, it increases with age. If we get sick, if we get colds, if we're stressed, if we're arguing with our partner, the oxidative level in our body increases. So when it does, it's important to go in with antioxidants or consume antioxidants from strong, colorful foods or supplements that helps neutralize the oxidative level. Stem cell release. So fucoidins, vitamin C and zinc, they are involved in cell division, DNA synthesis and stem cell release. When stem cells are made, they are dividing further to specific sites. For example, red blood cells, they are carrying oxygen. When we grow older, we are not so efficient at creating new functional cells. So you can say that we are not as efficient to stimulate stem cell production anymore. So this is why we included those three components in our formulation, because we don't only want to target the senescent cells, we also want to stimulate a new cellular environment, so stimulate stem cell production. And you may also have heard that fucoidins are very beneficial for oral health. It's because of their non-stick compounds. It's like Teflon. So what you can try is that you can take a picture of your teeth and you can start using ZINOGene, and you will probably notice that the plaque on your teeth is decreasing. All right, so our protocol, we have different protocols. One spring clean protocol and one maintenance protocol. Let's start with who should take it. Okay, so we say our official recommendation is that people above 50 should take it. People below 50 could take it if they want to. When we are younger, we are good at removing those senescent cells, and it should also be senescent cell present in our body, because you remember that they are involved in other factors and mechanisms as well. So we need some senescent cells. The problem with aging is that they accumulate. So the reason why we don't recommend this product to people below 50 is that our immune system, our body, can handle the amount of senescent cells around. So for me, I'm 31 years of age. I am not taking ZINOGene, the spring protocol. To me, it's no point because I have a well-functioning immune system. If you should incorporate it the day you are 50 or maybe 49 or 55 is up to you, really. It's not harmful to include it at a younger age, but you have a well-functioning immune system handling the senescent cells. So for people over 50 who want to try a spring clean, it's recommended that we take 4 tablets for 2 weeks. And you may also have heard that before we recommended 4 tablets a day for 4 weeks. We changed to 2 because we see that our formulation is very strong and potent, and it's not necessary to do the 4-week supplementation. 2 weeks is enough. This you can do for 2 to maximum 4 times a year. So maybe you want to introduce a winter clean or a summer clean. It's up to you, but maximum 4 times a year. Then after the spring clean, or if you don't want to do the spring clean, but only just want to have a maintenance protocol, then it's 1 tablet a year, 1 tablet a day for the rest of the year. So a lot of questions about this, but if you do the spring clean, do the spring clean. Then after you stop with the spring clean, continue on taking 1 tablet a day. I also wanted to inform you that we have started to registering our product with Inform Sports, which is a very high quality and very good symbol to have on our products and to communicate, because this is very attractive among athletes and people doing sports. We have some very interesting components in our formulation that is also relevant for athletes and sports performance. For example, curcumin is very much interested, or curcumin extract, hydrocurc, is relevant for people doing sports in the recovery phase. So for me, I run a lot. I like to take 1 ZINOGene a day because of the curcuminoid, and not because what it does with the senescent cells, but because of the curcuminoid content of hydrocurc in ZINOGene. So the point being, ZINOGene is a senolytic compound that is targeting cellular senescence, and in with the new and out with the old, but it also has some other applications for other people as well. All right, let's see. I would like to try to summarize a little bit what I have been talking about today. I told you in the beginning that we are frontrunners, pioneers within this field. I say that because I have been working within the dietary supplement industry for nearly 4 years now. I've worked with other clients before I came to ZINZINO as well. I know a lot about what is going on out there. It's very rare that you see senolytic compounds out there. If you do, if you manage to find a senolytic compound or a product, what you will see is that usually they only contain maybe 1 or even maximum 2 senolytic active ingredients. We have a proprietary blend in ZINZINO. We have spent a lot of time and researches developing our own proprietary blend, which is not only potent by 1 single ingredient. Together they are united, creating the best team, being a senolytic proprietary blend. In addition, we have also emphasized the focus on stem cell release, and we've done it in an all natural and vegan formulation. We all age differently. I don't know how I am going to age, what kind of conditions or things that I will struggle with, what is important to me, what is happening with my body, my organs, my cells. So it's impossible to say how aging process will manifest in the individual. We are right now doing a pilot study where we measure the subjective effects of taking ZINOGene on different protocols. And I don't want to speak too much about the proposed effects of this product when we are doing the study. But I'm sure that you have discussed a lot about what if you have tried ZINOGene for yourself and you may have noticed something. So please share your experiences with both your team, with us. I am more than willing to hear if you have experienced something interesting. We are also sending out a questionnaire for the people who attended director trip. So because we want feedback from you. But we expect, in short, anti-inflammatory effects, short-term and long-term. Let's see. I really love working for a company who is all about prevention and not treatment. And ZINOGene is yet another product in our product portfolio, which focus on prevention. We are not treating, we are preventing. So it's really up to the individual to invest in own health. I hope I have showed you today that this product will add years or add life to your years. Focus on life quality and on healthy aging. Also, I just have to mention that if you are taking health protocol at any age, health protocol is applicable to all age groups, both genders, all periods in life. Health protocol is what is compensating for our modern diet. It ensures that we do ourselves the best favor to promote a healthy immune system and health. And in addition, if you are above 50 years of age, I recommend that you incorporate ZINOGene in your daily routine as a tool for delaying the onset of age-related diseases and also bringing quality to your healthy aging process. I hope that by some months, you know triple the amount of people you know today taking ZINOGene. But it's up to you and me to spread the word, spread the knowledge about our product and what it does. Finishing up, I would like to thank each and one of you for the incredible work and the important job that you are doing to making this world a little bit healthier, to ensuring that people have quality in their life and opportunities. So go out there and really inspire change in life, people. Thank you very much for listening.